Maybe because her mother is from Ukraine, she's trying to turn NAS into European Parliament. Ebute, who be this one? Wetin this one dey talk? Whose mother is from Ukraine? Is it Natasha? I don't get. Because her mother is from Ukraine, she's trying to turn NAS into European Parliament. Who are these people that are talking rubbish like this? A former Senate president. Oh, this person talking is a former Senate president. Omo, how did they pick Senate president in this country? They make wrong decisions though. The only Senate president that has been a good Senate president is Bukola Saraki. After Bukola Saraki, we no get Senate president for this country again because what's this one saying? A former Senate president, Ame Ebute, during an interview, the Vanguard correspondent talked about the developments occurring in the Senate between the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, and Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. When he was talking, he said that the current turmoil in the Senate is primarily due to the personalities involved, rather than any institutional dysfunction. Reacting to the claim that Senator Natasha went to the United Nations and IPU to report, Ebute said that it was not patriotic for her to blackmail the institution of the National Assembly. She's not blackmailing anybody. And since they refuse to do what they are supposed to do, she will go to where she thinks that she's going to get justice and fairness. That's not blackmail. It's not. She accused somebody of sexually harassing her. Instead of them to take that issue up, instead they suspended her. They are trying to silence her. And you are saying that she's blackmailing. What they are doing to her, what is it? Is it not blackmail? It's blackmail now. Now they are trying to call her back as a senator from her constituency. Is that not blackmailing? So what do you mean by she's blackmailing the institution? Mr. Ame? Wow, people just talk anyhow. The speaker expressed the view that Nigeria is a sovereign nation and international institutions have no control over the affairs of the National Assembly. Can you imagine? Where an assembly does not have people that are controlling them. International institutions have no control. Who told you that? They have no control over the affairs of National Assembly, the executive, or the country as a whole. He further argued that she recently gained power and had invited the alleged harassment through her comments and behavior. So because she recently gained power, she should not talk when she's sexually harassed. She should not talk when some people are trying to bully her, when people are trying to silence her. She will not be bullied. She's not fighting for just herself alone. She's fighting for every woman that has been sexually abused, sexually harassed, and sexually manipulated, raped. She's speaking for all of them. She's fighting for all of those women. That's what she's doing. He also clarified that Natasha's decision to go international was not about dismissing concerns, but rather emphasizing that seeking intervention from international institutions would not have much impact. He said maybe because her mother, they say, is from Ukraine, she's trying to turn our National Assembly into a European Parliament, which should not be. Mr. Ahmed, this thing that you said now, did it pass your brain? Did it go through your brain before you said it out? Because I don't think you processed what you said before you spitted it out. And some people will just talk, they will not connect their brain to their mouth. They will just talk rubbish. Maybe because her mother is from Ukraine. How does that correlate? How does that correlate with the fact that she was sexually harassed and she's fighting for herself and fighting for other women that has been silenced or that has been tried to be silenced just like her? Because obviously everything that they are doing is to silence her, and which means that she's saying the truth. Maybe because her mother is from Ukraine, they talk rubbish. Further talking, he said, I'm not saying that it has no consequence, but I'm saying that it is the result of our behavior to the leadership of the National Assembly. Wetin this man they talk now? Wetin this one they talk now? Wow. Emmanuel Chuk says, when elders can no longer tell themselves the truth. Sir, when you were the Senate president, was it like this? Let me ask him. Do you suspend the senator for 6 months just for issues as minor sitting arrangements? Did you? No. So obviously they are trying to silence her. You suspend somebody for 6 months just because she does not agree with the way you arrange the seats. Innocent Lucky says, but Nigerian politicians have been blackmailing citizens, right? Exactly. Even what they are doing to her is blackmailing. So what do you mean by she's trying to blackmail? I don't understand. Jibril Mene says you are not qualified to be a human being. Exactly with this thing that he said, he's not. I don't understand the animals in human clothing that we have in this country that will just come outside and just talk rubbish. And just talk rubbish. Selanwako says useless fools, corrupt idiots. Yes, that's what you are. That's what you are, because you should have stayed in your cubicle and not come outside and say something that does not make sense because you were once a Senate president. Can you imagine? Bashu Ali Idris says, sometimes I used to wonder what type of brain some people have. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, totally out of point. What he's saying does not make any sense. That's why I'm asking, did he connect his brain when he was trying to say this thing out? Because obviously he did not. Because what are you saying? Maybe because her mother is from Ukraine. How does that correlate with the issue on ground? Who will you offend for this country? Who did you offend? Totally out of point. See this whole time I'm trying to tell her who her mother was, because I don't understand. Edema Eddie says, if you try to simulate what's happening in European countries, what's wrong with that? From the look of things, it's obvious that in that climb, they are far more organized than us here. Yes, so very, very organized. Very, very organized. Toba Olorunse says, an outstanding woman is being condemned by non-performing lawmakers. Shame on you. Big shame on them. If you, as a former Senate president, cannot see what your incumbent or whatever Senate president is doing, that means if you were also in his shoes, you would do the same thing. You would blackmail her, you bully her, you would try to silence her. Or probably you said before you were not the Senate president again, you've also sexually harassed somebody. Can you imagine? This country, tired person, abeg. Fine Face says, the question is, can this be done to a Connaughton Muslim woman senator? God is watching. God is really watching. IBN Umar says, you sound like a crook too. If not so, what makes you think the best step she should have resorted to is to submit herself to the dog? Nonsense. I'm telling you, because obviously it's also the same thing. If they should go and check his history. Probably he has also sexually harassed somebody. Probably. For him to be supporting this rubbish. David Ohem says, brainless animal talk without a moral sense of judgment. Exactly, he's brainless. He doesn't have brain. His brain is not functioning. His brain is not functioning. Zainab Ocheme says, it is only useless minorities like my Idoma people that talk foolishly. As you were Senate president, what did you do for your people? I like the fact that it is somebody from his video that is insulting. Say, a useless minority like my Idoma people. It is well. It is well. God will help us and save us from shameless people in this country. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.